Hello, and welcome back to the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. This is episode 8. For me, it has been quite a couple of days since I last was able to record the Stanley Parable. And so, since now is a new session, we need to enter the time again. Does anyone really truly know what time it is? Of course they don't. Nobody knows anything. You and I don't even know each other. We are like strangers. Sure, I've adjusted all of the game's settings to your exact specification, but who hasn't? It's just what I do, like a day job. And now the job is over. There's no more information for me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can. And I still don't really know you. And you don't know me. And neither of us knows what time it is. I guess some settings are just unsettable. But if I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyway. You won't have me here when the game starts next time, but that's okay. Video games were meant to be played alone. What? You like being alone, don't you? That's maybe the only information I really learned about you. Well, it's time for me to leave. There's still one more setting that we need to adjust, but it may take a little time before I'm ready for that. It's not really my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again if you can find me. Talk soon. What is this? Now I'm curious. I think for the next episode, I will actually close the game again and see whether something happens. Anyway, let's jump in and begin the game.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Can we skip
Stanley
this?
worked for a company in a big building where he...
I think we can skip this. Come on, game. Do the right thing and not the wrong thing. Okay, so...
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
So, last time we received confirmation that there's not many things we left undone in the main game. We just went around double and triple checking a couple of spots. And I'm seriously running out of ideas what to do. I mean, there's still this weird input thing that still doesn't quite make sense to me, and it's kind of random. So maybe that's the game just tricking me with random nonsense. But yeah, I think it is time for new content.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
So we had gone into the new content once and then crawled into some air vents, and then there was a bunch of Steam reviews that the game was talking about. It was kind of very meta. Is that how that went? Maybe there was this weird jumping thing in between with, yeah, thanks for having played the new content. Okay, this is different. The end is never the end. Okay. New content. Okay.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable
Is
and
this
about
different?
how roundly disappointing this Ultra Deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this Ultra Deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
You what now?
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
New mug. Shiny? The end is never the end again. The Stanley Parable 2. 427. Yeah. I see what you did there. I cannot turn off this computer because it's not even on. Cannot go that way. Investor showcase. Wait.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Right. Oh, what? Excuse me? What the... Is that a glitch or is that intended? Because in this game you never quite know. It's so clean. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I. What the hell? I'm utterly lost. Why do they have so many? Crows, crows, crows. Why do they have so many new assets? Sequel ideas. Stanley can throw axes. Stanley gets boons from gods. Wait a second. That's a different game. Artistic. Intimate wife scene. Free roam mode. More famous. Narrator? Crossed out. Dress up mode. Microtransactions. Proper gameplay? Question mark. New to Stanley. New York City. Jetpack. Fuel canisters? Right. That makes sense. Meeting at 2 p.m. Haha. Haha. Oh god, I cannot read this. New content is out. New content part 2 is in. Old and busted, new hotness. Cool rent section of the chart. Boring sections of the chart. Okay, what do they have here? It's really difficult to read this. 1 + 1 is 2, minus 1 is... Every pause button is a Roman numeral 2. Oh, wow. They're back. 2 doors. New mug. More the Stanley Parable, better the Stanley Parable. Paradigm shift, synergy, brick and mortar approach. Envelop client-centric marketing, the color red, leverage holistic value. Sequential mind share, 1, 2, win-win. Stanley Parable 2. The fern! I was wondering when the fern would come back. The color red. The Stanley Parable 2 logo ideas. Did they build a pitch for the second game into the deluxe edition? Because something said about investor Stanley Parable 2 question mark? Maybe question mark. Stanley Parable 2 with 2 Stanleys. That's
Now, to be
amazing.
clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Meeting plan 9 Scrum, 10 design pitch, 11:30 break, 11:35 pitch design, 12:02 number 2 chat. 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils, 2 arms, 2 legs. Who took the red marker? Me. Oh man. This developer is insane. Crab, the ultimate sequel. Sequels are good. Portal 2, check. Half-Life 2, check. Batman Arkham Asylum 2, City, I haven't played the Arkham games yet. Divinity Original Sin 2, have not played that either. Doom 2, have not played that. Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar, not played that. Dark Souls 2, I have played that, but that's an interesting example for sequels are good. The Stanley Parable is the prequel to the Stanley Parable 2? Is the sequel to the Stanley Parable is the prequel to the Stanley Parable 2. Wow. You are the sequel. Valued investors, this way to the shore floor. What if we go the other way, though? Am I an investor? New features. Right, new content. With a bus? Okay. Expo Hall 2. Cannot really do anything here, though. There's not all that much narration. Ah. Wow.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Okay. Hear your name in the game. Exclusive, the button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Wow. Who would have thunk?
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Too big, too small, small, just right. Road to the perfect button. Right, right, right. So it's gonna say Valnek now or what? Or is it gonna say Stanley? Okay.
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it.
Okay, so
here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
now we go other places instead. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling the Jim-iness in me just yet. I guess that there really is not much else we can do. Okay, so I'm Jim now.
Jim.
Yes, you see? What a thrill, what a rush. That was you.
So silly.
The button described you. Do it again, do it again.
Jim.
Ooh, it hits even harder the second time. If
Is it
this
though?
were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Jim.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll
Jim,
start to lose
Jim,
all sense
Jim,
of who you
Jim,
actually
Jim.
are.
Jim.
Hmm. And now what? And now we go back. Now the doors are open again. Huh. Okay.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Please, no screenshots. Investor showcase. A whole new office. Oh god. The carpet is torture. Am I going crazy or is there... Is there sounds as if a phone was ringing? Is the game doing that on purpose? I'm seriously confused because my phone is in flight mode. New officer, new features, new content, new ideas. Updated, ray traced, more of the same, but in a good way. No screenshots. Maybe we need to create a screenshot. There we go. Consistent quality with just the right amount of change. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Jump, circle, infinite hole. Wow. Ah, come on, game. Don't. Ah, yes. You had Jim in the game. Exclusive, the button that says Jim. That's Jim. Whoa, they've changed the thing behind me. Okay, we go there. Epilogue, we go there later. Time to wake up. Concrete contemplations. Wow. Some of the promotional material for Stanley Parable 2 is really good. New feature, the Stanley Parable 2 reassurance bucket. Merch. Some of these are actually really good. I saw the new content. Oh, finally. Life-Saved Stanley, the Stanley Parable 2, question mark? 344. Is that the countdown? Please, no screenshots. Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket offers decorations infinite hole. Let's check out the reassurance bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
But what if I don't? Don't talk to me before I've had sequel? God, tiny text. What is this? Oh, just a chair. Just pick it up. Okay, and then what?
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
How do I get rid of the bucket again? What? Okay. I have a bucket now.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Office decorations and infinite hole.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
What? Get well someday and happy 12th birthday, Stepnies. What? Man, and there I thought this game couldn't get any crazier. Now it's like breaking the fourth wall in a different way by discussing design ideas for the sequel.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
Sure.
Actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Okay. Wow, this space is really big. Time, depth. Time like infinity. Distant past, distant spacetime, distant spacetime. Space like infinity. Whole like infinity. This looks as like a spacetime plot from Relativity. How deep can we dig? The holy moly. Hole entrance. That's a black hole type singularity. Infinite hole charts. They've actually taken graphics from a particle accelerator. Educational use only. It just keeps going. An infinite hole. Back through time.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Infinite hole. Okay. Can we, though? Should we, if we could? Somehow doubt that it's actually an infinite hole. Can we get back out? Okay, let's jump. Yippee!
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Press G to return to the surface.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Because the infinite hole is not infinite?
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
But what if we don't? I cannot get rid of the bucket.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
But the hole is still here.
Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
Yeah,
I
it
couldn't
was.
help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime.
But there is a hole. It's right there. What if we jump into the hole again?
Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Oh, I thought he would give us finally a jump button when we're basically back.
Is the, teleport button not working? You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else.
Okay, thanks, bye.
Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
Heck yes. And now? Well, what's the sound? Oh, what now? This game. The music. have to change your perspective. Oh, wow. I guess the music is just so impactful because there's basically no music in the game. Oh, wow. G, change your perception. H, change your reality.
My head's stronger. Now you're no longer using up the space of mine.
What in the... Change yourself? What? Error. What's happening?
Stanley? Stanley? Stanley!
What the?
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodlepip.
And now? Does it happen again? The end is never the end. Oh my goodness. We're here? But I guess if I begin the game again, we'll be at the beginning, right? Oh, game, can you just capture the mouse? Thank you.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Okay. The button that says gym, okay, that didn't restart. We got the bucket. We went to the infinite hole. Fine, it ended. Mostly infinite hole. Free, new and easy achievement. I can't believe it's that simple. Get it here. Achievement? I want the achievement. Free achievement. Get yours right now. Pull the lever. Receive your new achievement. No more steps. It just works. Get yours right now.
Now,
Okay.
here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Really? Why do I not believe this?
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Really? Actually, after They mentioned that there is an test achievement. I've checked. There actually is a test achievement. It's kind of crazy that the game is so weirdly meta. What are these dark corners here? Can we not crawl into some space somewhere? Huh. Well, okay. I don't know what else to try here. Why is this dark corner here? It just works. Yeah, right.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Okay. Oh, the jump circle. Jumps remaining. 1.
You know what, Stanley? I actually think the jump circle was a pretty good idea. I'd like to hang on to that for the sequel.
No more jumps. Collectibles. Oh, Expo Hall 2 guide. Jump circle. This map. Free achievement. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Okay, merch. I've just seen that. Settings World Champion. What? Say again? I am here. The Settings World Champion is over here? No, I don't understand. Merch? I'm not able to read the map. Yeah, it should be behind the jump circle. Or is it up there? Oh, Settings World Champion this way. Okay. World Championship. Sounds exciting. What? What? That's new. But what is it? Epilogue.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Yeah, where is even the end of the game? Because the end is never the end. Can we leave again? Huh. Guess we cannot. Okay. Collectibles. What else is on the map? Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. Got it. Office decorations. Got it. Epilogue. Check. Collectibles. Infinite Hall. Okay, a collectible is the only thing left. Exit. Jump circle. Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them? Collect them all. Oh my goodness, this is spacey.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Oh, wow. Man, this is like a scene from Blasphemous or something. I don't know. 0 out of 6. 1 out of 6. You've found it. Collect them all. But where are all the others? No? Can you find them?
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Are there... have they really hidden these figurines now? Go down here a second time. Feels weird that they just said it doesn't work anyway, and so move on with your life. Can I have a figurine? Because it's a collectible. I need to go collect the collectibles. It's a video game. Right? Has anything changed?
Come now, you've already made your choice. It's true that you chose badly, but we all have to move on from our mistakes.
Really? I chose badly? Who are you to judge? Can we go back to the bucket? Huh. Okay. And now? Can we push the button again? The button that says gym? Or is that forever gone? Man, this game is absolutely bonkers. Or maybe the game is just making fun of gamers being bonkers. Yeah, there's really nothing here. Huh. Okay. And so we just leave? But why is the settings world champion? Or a championship? What did it say exactly? Why is that not here? Why is the door? Can we go back to the mostly infinite hole? Huh. No? Man. Okay, so we can not do anything except leave, I guess. Can you find them? Can you find them? I cannot move further. Well, I guess it's time to leave, which might not actually be an exit. Maybe there's more stuff that way.
All right, have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
The color red. Please, no screenshots. Oh, what is this?
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
What? What?
Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Okay.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Yeah, totally different.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
You're serious. What is happening? Whoa. The corridor is warping. Begin the game.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
What
Stanley
now?
worked for a company in a big building where he was
What?
employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I'm gonna lose my mind. Have they seriously just added the stuff?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No, 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 no. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
What now?
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Wow. We have a bucket. Does that mean we need to go through all of the endings again? Try if we can do something with the bucket? Like, holy crap, what's happening?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Okay.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Okay.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh, no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Wow. I'm flabbergasted that they've recorded
Okay,
so much.
I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There.
Property of
Now
Stanley.
it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
What in the world? I'm so surprised they've recorded so much additional dialogue for...
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm
You
going to
just
slap
being
it on
here
as well
with
because
the
I
bucket?
think it's appropriate.
What is
You see,
happening?
I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket. That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
Wow. So, room closet ending confirmed?
You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
Okay. No broom closet ending. No? No, okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Okay, let's do it. Oh, what?
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
What in the world? Whoa, this is locked. Why is this locked? This is not okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Wow. Oh.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
I don't know what to say. It's absolutely crazy that they did that.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine. Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
What would I do without my bucket? I mean, it's not like anything is actually different. They just have different
Monitors jumped
dialogue.
to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Wait, these screens, they're down in the mind control facility, right? Huh.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket. But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Yeah, let's do it.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and to...
What?
What? Wait. What was happening?
What?
Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty.
What?
Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms.
What?
Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least
At least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
The end is never the end. Wow. We might have broken the game. I don't know what's happening anymore. This was Figurine Finders Committee meeting today in the meeting room. Okay. Yeah, the end is never the end. Although this is the end of the episode, this game keeps on surprising me in so many ways. I don't know how this is even possible. Alright, as I have promised at the start of this episode, I will actually quit the game and start the game up again to see if we can get more interactions with this voice before the game. They said we wouldn't see them again, but I want to check anyway. I'm also curious about whether these changes that we're seeing to the office space right now, with the balloons and the mention of the figurines down here, whether this is going to be permanent or whether that's gone once we restart the game, because that's important for me to know for the decision of when and how to record the episodes. So yeah, that was it for now. I hope to see you again next time when we might be able to find more figurines, bring the bucket to additional endings, see other stuff. I don't know, what happens when we bring the bucket to our lovely wife in the apartment ending? Find out next time. I hope to see you then.